God! Ah! What's going on?
Whoa!
I thought there was something fishy going on.
Good.
Hey, good man! I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Sir Ježek of Holohlavie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an ambush.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends, the better.
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
You won't scare anyone with politeness. Try this. This is an ambush, you shit-eaters. So if there's so much as a peep out of any of you, I'll gouge out your eyes and serve them to you on a plate.
No, that's not for me. I may not look it, but I'm still a knight.
Well, then why are you ambushing people, Sir Knight? Wouldn't you be more useful as a mercenary or a guard?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honourable service. Most recently as a mercenary in King Sigismund's service.
How could you fight for Sigismund? After all that foreign dog did here?
Petsunia non olet, my friend. You know the saying. Money doesn't stink. At least up to a certain point. Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betschwal. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies. So we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
I get that soldiers have to eat too, but that's disgusting.
You're absolutely right. Besides, if they gave us as much as they were ordered to, they'd barely survive. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering and killing innocents? In the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor, our armor, and our horses.
And you lost it all.
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend your point of view at all costs.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Well, I offered, didn't I? So, Where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his coat of arms. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course, on my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak on a yellow ground. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Shitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Quick! Quick! Ka!
You're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit! Let's see what you're made of, you bastard!
Take that, you shit! You know my first fucker.
Show your stuff! Mercy! Spare me! I surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go, and I'll give you everything. I'll show you! Ah!
quick.
Whoa, whoa. Here, Matt.
Janos and Ada are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? Nah, we get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Nah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. That I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Now leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those arseholes' hides. They won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To all of us.
I hope it not fuck up again soon.
To us and to Henry. He's one of us now.
I glad to drink to that.
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only them? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
The Hooter has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard. What about the rest?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Raniek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite, but it was Dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie rozyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo mi jeszcze młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie! Henry, my friend! Janusz love you! A mnie nie? You most, my sweet other. No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that!
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry! That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Fellas,
I could not say it better. Amen!
oh, kurwa. I feel like shit.
Jak tam się czujesz? Główka cię boli? Nie martw się o to. Kto pije ze mną i Janem, zawsze ma ciężki poranek.
As you say. What should I know about the devil?
Just look at him, and you'll know everything. His face reveals it all.
I heard he's a nobleman, but he doesn't look like it.
He's the captain of Znojmo, but it's true that he doesn't care much for noble manners. He has a foul mouth, and he's anything but chivalrous in a fight.
I suppose he's not a pure, kind soul like you, eh?
Certainly not. He's as twisted as a hangman's noose. He can also be bitter and angry as a rabid dog. It's certainly better not to fuck around with him.
What draws you to him, then?
We're both different. That's our strength. I'm in charge when everything goes according to plan. When things go to shit, he takes over. It often turns bloody, but sometimes victory is more important than honor.
I'm looking for work. Do you know of anything?
What? There's plenty of work going around here for anyone who's not lazy.
So you know of some job?
Maybe. Someone close to me died, and they buried him with something that's very precious to me. As it happens, I'm looking for someone who'd bring it to me.
I'm supposed to loot a corpse. That sounds like big trouble.
If it was easy, I'd ask some old crone to do it for a groschen. This is a man's job. If you've got the balls for it.
Oh, that sounds easy enough. Why don't you get it yourself?
Because I can't. Or maybe I just don't want to. Does it matter? I'm offering coin to anyone who'll get it for me. Listen, either you want a job or not. So enough with the stupid questions.
What exactly is this about?
Me and a couple of fellas have a little camp in the forest nearby. And we used to have a chief, Carol, and he had this special power.
He had a magic arrow stuck in his head, which made him invincible.
He got shot in the head with an arrow and lived.
A magic arrow.
Right.
Once, he got shot in the head with an arrow and survived. But that's not all. He completely changed. From a lame fumbler who couldn't hold a knife without cutting himself, he turned into an unbeatable warrior. All thanks to that arrow. It was a blessing from God.
All right, let's say I take your word for it. What does the job involve?
I'll get to that. A few days ago, we wanted to rob a caravan. But it didn't work out.
It didn't?
It was hell. There was a lot more guards than should have been there. And Carol got caught. And they executed him.
And you, as the new chief, want the arrow to protect you?
That's right, youngster. You don't look it, but you're pretty bright.
Well, I've noticed you bandits are pretty superstitious.
This isn't superstition. The arrow is a gift from God. A blessing. A sacrament from heaven. Without it, we're done.
How come they caught Carol? When he was protected by the arrow and unbeatable?
Well, that I don't fucking know. I don't know how all this divine shit works. Maybe the power wasn't strong enough to protect him from execution. But in battle, he was unstoppable.
All right. I'll help you. Where should I look for the arrow?
Well, that's the problem. I'm not sure. The whole plan with the caravans went to shit somewhere near Sedlets. There's a cemetery there, and I heard there was a big commotion about the last execution. Try asking the gravedigger there. He lives near the cemetery. That's about all I can tell you. We can't show our faces much. It will cost us our necks.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer?
We know each other, don't we? I've seen you at Nabokov, and before that at the Herbalists. You and your mate wanted to kill us.
You mean with Mikesh here?
What was that about killing? That must be a mistake. We would never.
Maybe to scare you.
Aye, scare, discourage, threaten, or maybe break a finger or two, but kill. Oh, that's not us.
Aye, that brings nothing but trouble, and someone coming for revenge afterwards.
And I'm supposed to believe that, eh?
You're a stubborn fucker, aren't you? That's not a bad thing, though. Your stubbornness is the only thing that kept me alive at Nabokov.
Aye, you got really lucky. Everybody here got really fucking lucky. Nobody else made it out of the fortress. At least not alive. Those Prague bastards took care of that.
How did you even manage to flee Nabokov Fortress after the battle?
By the skin of our teeth, mate. Trust me. I was sure they'd hang us rather than let us go.
Wait, they let you go? Just like that?
God, I'm so hungry. Can we grab something to eat?
Come on, tell me the truth. How did you get out?
As simple servants of God.
For he who walks in the light is himself a light, and lights a candle for those lost in the dark.
Amen. Right you are, Sister Agatha. And my, how good you looked in that nun's habit, and without a beard.
Stop it, you flatterer. You know I'm a virgin pure.
Bah! You're lucky they didn't want to find out if it was true.
But everyone believed you were feeble-minded, especially when you started braying.
No. And let's agree to never speak of it again.
As you wish, brother. But you started it.
Did anyone else survive? Did anyone else escape from Nabokov?
I don't think so.
Unfortunately, we don't know about anyone else except you and Zhishka. The Prague soldiers were on a rampage. They lost over 24 men and had plenty of wounded.
Well,
if you want to hear something.
Stop it, Mikesh. Why are you bringing it up?
What were you about to say, Mikesh?
Let it go, lads.
I want to hear it, Kozlik.
Hey, I don't want to repeat the same mistake twice. And the whole von Bergov thing, well, it's just...
Nobody knew how it would end, and Zhishka didn't force us to do it.
We should have stuck to our honest craft of robbing the merchants of the Lord of Rosenberg. We were good at it. Life treated us well in South Bohemia, eh?
All in due course. We'll return soon, and Matthias will welcome us with open, hairy arms like long-lost brothers. But until then, we'll stick with Zhishka, my brother.
If you think so.
Clara the healer is probably dead, right?
I don't want to lie to you, mate, but we just didn't see anybody else. Only you fellas were carried out of the tower after that terrible blow. We were only saved thanks to Mikesh's crazy idea that happened to work out. We didn't find out you survived, and managed to escape until much later.
What will you do now? I reckon you didn't come to the Devil's Den just for the beer, did you?
Well, if it was up to me...
If it was up to you, we'd be in jail.
Nay, it was your idea to try seduce that pretty widow.
It wasn't me who fell in love with her, though.
Oh, God. Who are you two?
Brothers. At least, I hope so. Because apparently our mum must have been half bare at the very least.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on. Don't be offended, brother. I'll buy you another beer. What do you say?
Well, I reckon we cleared everything up, eh?
Of course, brother.
I'd like to repay you in some way. After all, you're a good bloke. You saved my life. So, if you need something, just ask. Until then, you should at least have this. Maybe you'll find it more useful than I did.
You can't read anyway, Kozlik.
I can read 6 words. That's 6 more than you.
That changes everything. That totally makes you a scholar. Forgive me your learnedness.
Great, I get it. If I need help...
You know where to find us.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Honestly, I've no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
Aye, well, Janos and Adar didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
Why do they call you the Dry Devil, anyway?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call... Oh.
All right, I was only joking. I don't even know how I got the nickname. Suppose it could have something to do with all the killing, and my natural beauty. It's certainly catchier than His Grace Sir Hinnek the First of Kunstadt and Yashpitz. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. But say it Dry Devil, and everybody just shits themselves.
How long have you known Zhishka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian-Margrave Wars.
So you were his commander, sir?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old wanted robber baron whose neck you and Zhishka just saved. I don't give a shit about the sirs anymore, you see?
Ah, all right then. What can you tell me about Zhishka?
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life. Only then can you really learn what a person is like.
Can we fight together?
We can, but only with practice weapons. You don't look like you could handle real weapons now.
Ah, forget it. I wanted to fight with real weapons.
Tough luck. I don't want to have you on my conscience.
Let's fight.
Of course, but only with practice weapons so I don't accidentally finish you off.
Fine by me.
Very well. What shall we fight with?
I'll go for the short sword.
And what should I use to knock the stuffing out of you?
You take a long sword.
Got it. Ready to fight?
I'm ready.
Can I attack? Missed your turn when they were handing out sense, eh? Stop! I need a moment to stretch. What do you want to try next?
I'll rest a bit and come back.
All right. You know where to find me.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adar, and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Well, didn't you say you needed to find Liechtenstein as soon as possible?
Aye, I'm working on it. I'd like to learn...
Well, why not? And since it's you, I'll show it to you twice so you'll understand it. If you're a good lad, I'll show you one of my best tricks with a sword. Or how to quickly send the bastard who's against you to the devil. But it can only be done with a sword. And what's more, you can't have a shield in your other hand.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Of course. I knew immediately that would lure you in. The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge of your own sword over his blade, so it's under his neck. If you do it right, I reckon I don't have to tell you what comes next, do I? And now, come and try it a few times. Good, good. You could be bloody damn good, if you don't get killed first. What?
Greetings.
You have to put your wits to the test. I heard a fine riddle the other day, and I haven't had anyone to share it with yet.
My, what a beautiful horse.
Don't be shy, seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do, last time you got the better of me, so I'd like the chance to return the compliment. Let's bet again! You agree?
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me. I accept.
All right, now pay attention. Jaromir the coachman hailed from Rabosch. One morning he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach. 3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz. When he arrived in Boischt, one of the boys got out and a washerwoman took his place. In Horshan, the washerwoman went on her way and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In Psitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. straight away, 2 fishermen got in. And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Jaromir.
That's right. There's no fooling you. You've won the bet. And I'll be sure to remember you have a sharp mind.
I was just lucky, that's all.
But before I pay you, I'll ask you again. What would you prefer? Some extra coin or another story from my travels?
I'm all ears.
All ears, you say? This is tough. So much to choose from. You know what herbs are used to brew up medicinal concoctions? A herbalist once showed me. Gather some marigolds and nettles. Boil the nettles, but just crush the marigold and add it at the end. Marigold broth, she called it.
But I already know how to make that.
Well, that's a pity. It's the only concoction she taught me. She said it would be enough. But that's not to say you learnt nothing, is it? Travel safe, and perhaps our paths will cross again sometime. God be with you, sir.
What would you like, sir? Where did I put those towels? Don't you know how to keep your horse under control? You almost ran me over.
Hey, where's that beer?
God! Go! God! God! Quick! Quick! What is it, Mutt? Ka! Quick! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick! Go! Ka! Quick! Go! Ka! Go! Easy, good horse.
How? He trying to whip me over, you idiot.
Oh, fountain. Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. Slowly. Nice and slow.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Christ!
Service is kind of slow
Hold
today.
up.
Greetings, sir.
Hey! Where's that beer?
Henry, I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I'll have a jug of wine.
What would you like?
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
Well, if it's too wild even for you, maybe I should be worried.
Well, at least you don't risk being groped by a bunch of lewd, stinking miners.
Well, it's only to be expected after all.
Excuse me?
I mean, I'm sure they don't see nice women like you very often.
Naughty boy. You just make sure nobody robs you there.
Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goat skin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
It happens! Just watch where you... What are you here for today?
I need to eat and sleep here.
But of course, as you wish, sir. And for how long?
I'll be staying longer.
Very well, but you'll have to pay in advance.
Let's talk about the price.
Very well then.
Do you accept?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you'd like, sir.